There's no fear to spread forth the truth anymore. People are sick of the lies, and this is the biggest of all the lies. So if it's a psyop, it goes back to the Vedic wisdom, it goes back to the Bible then, and then it goes back to the Mayans, and the Babylonians, and the Egyptians, and the Chinese, and the Nordic, and the Druidic, and the ancient Roman, and the Hebrew, and all those systems, they are all geocentric. And so what you'll find is that in the dark age of the Kali Yuga, the Iron Age, which really began, a couple of thousand years ago, you could say, the materialist philosopher came forth. The philosophers would walk and contemplate the nature of the material universe, and the psyop is actually the globe, the ball. This is the worship of Baal, the worship of the baal. It's Baal worship. It's false. It's always been known to be false. We don't live on a ball, we're not spinning around. The centrifugal forces around the equator would be much, much stronger than people living in northern parts of Canada or Alaska. Where's the differential? You can't feel it. You go to Ecuador, there's no difference. You should be flying off like a merry-go-round. The centrifugal pressure pushes you outward, not inward, as hocus pocus gravity would teach. We're supposed to be stuck to the globe, whereas the 1,000 miles an hour, faster than the speed of sound, rotating centrifugal forces at the equator should fling you off into the heavens. And gravity should be so heavy at the poles, because there's no centrifugal force, it's a total crock. There's no ball, there's no bail.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Of course they haven't got time, because if they had some time and stopped, people would expose them as the dog-eating demons that they are, and they're controlling all of us beautiful people here, possessed with idiotic demon thoughts that they teach Darwinian evolution and ape-man crap and Big Bang rubbish. It's hocus pocus. The sun never, ever, ever is under the globe. It is always above the flat, horizontal, stationary Earth, rotating. And this is the point. The point is that we have science on our side. Only experiments have proven that the Earth is stationary. Scientific experiments. These scientists, Pierluigi Aguina, he's not a nobody. Marconi, these are not nobodies. These are men who have proven conclusively, and yet we have Einstein with his one quote: I have come to believe that no experiment, scientific experiment, can prove the movement or has detected the movement of the Earth. I've been in a plane where you're sitting there flat, level, and you can feel it. You can feel it for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. In fact, for freaking ever. You go in a plane, test it out for yourself. You can tell that the plane is not adjusting one single teeny weeny bit. It is flat.
Number in your head: 66,600 mile an hour. 666. That's how fast the Earth is orbiting. If you are globe, that's what you are. You are stupid. Stupid beyond your wildest imagination. That's why we have a horizon, because it's horizontal. That's why we have sea level, because the sea is level. It's not curving. You cannot call it sea level. You will call it sea curve. That's why we have tectonic plates and not tectonic bowls, because those tectonic plates are just that, flat plates. Check out the Suez Canal, 120 miles, no curvature. It never overflows, it never drains. And to all those astrologers out there who think they are astrologers teaching heliocentrism, like Laura Eisenhower, the granddaughter of her grandfather, the president of the US, calling herself a heliocentric astrologer, no such thing exists.
From a very young age, wondering why the heck did I land in the Eisenhower family. I was faced with the opportunity to go to Mars. Some people wonder, why the heck didn't you go to Mars? But my intuition told me, from really recalling a youth filled with a lot of insight about what I was here to do, was to not go anywhere.
That is Laura, you are a false prophet. The line going from the AC to the DC is called the line of the earth, and it never moves. AC to DC, ascendant to descendant, that's called the line of the earth, according to the astrologers of ancient. And that never moves, proving that there is no movement of the earth calculated in any astrological chart reading that you do. You never account the movement or the position of the earth in relation to any of these planets, because it's that line of the earth which we call the horizon.
Speaking of horizons, some guy.
We come from this big bang and fluffy puffy pixie fairy dust and unicorn farts, and all of a sudden consciousness just came out of that. No, it was designed. It's not an accident. Everything according to their bogus Darwinian theory of evolution, all of it points to a godless, atheist, demonic, demon-crat lie. NASA is a corporation, and they are the same people who run Disney. In fact, they are very, very similar, because what they do is they entertain people. They're not teaching people. They don't want people to know the truth about the cosmos. They're entertaining them with CGI images. Every image you see, image, not photo, every single one of them, all of those are computer-generated images. They are not photos. Every one you see on Google is a CGI image. It is not a photo. And you can't tell that they are CGI. Either there's two things wrong with you. You are either or you are mentally deranged. You do not have control of your own mind. Your mind has been indoctrinated, it has been brainwashed, and you've been duped, and you still believe in Santa Claus and the upside down spinning Santa ball, which the Jesuits invented in 1542. Prior to 1542, every single culture, all our intelligent ancestors will be rolling in their graves knowing that their stupid progeny actually think they live on a spinning globe that people bow down to for their false ideology. Zoom up to Venus, zoom up to Mars, and you will see that they are lights. They are stars. Hence all the intelligent pre-Copernican astrologers, Ptolemaic astrologers like myself, taught that all the planets are wandering stars. They are luminous bodies. Just as the Egyptians said, just as the Greeks and the Mayans and the Aztecs said, just as our intelligent ancestors said. If all the stars, as they say, in every constellation are all at different depths by millions of light years, how come for thousands and thousands and thousands of years of hurtling through the sky, there is no distortion, no difference in luminosity of stars? We're supposed to be flying at breakneck speeds through the galaxy, and yet the same boring stars keep turning over our flat, stationary, plain Earth forever and ever and ever and ever. So we are not